Pools and Surfaces Distributor presents our podcast series, Podcasting with Friends, with host Gamma Garcia. Creating synergy, creating the future.
Hi, so in today's podcast we have a special guest, Mr. Eric Rodriguez. He's representing our forklift training and consultants. We're here today to talk about safety.
Yes, sir.
Correct, Eric?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Eric, so you want to tell us a little bit about what you do, man, about your company, what you guys, just tell me a little bit, about, a little bit about you and your company.
Well, we provide private classes for individuals that never drove a forklift before. We also do smaller companies as well, 2 to 4, 5 operators, and we also handle bigger corporations training as well.
Okay.
And for companies that do their own training, we also take care of the Train the Trainer program. We also have that program as well.
That program as well.
Yes, sir.
And how do you guys do this type of trainings? You guys do them on site? You guys visit customers?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We generally do the training site and equipment specific according to OSHA's guidelines. So we come to you guys' site, we set up a time, we watch a short video depending on how many pieces of equipment you guys have on site, and then we do a couple written exams, and then the most important part is everybody passes the forklift driver test evaluation.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So for someone new like me, I remember when we just met and I got certified.
Yeah.
For someone, well, I had some experience, driving forklifts from my previous role, but for someone new like me, that what is the procedure? Do you guys offer like a video presentation, or how does that work, or how do we get more involved and get certified with your company?
As far as you guys, as soon as you guys should buy a forklift, as soon as any small company buys a forklift, if it's a reputable dealer, well, we do deal with directly with forklift dealerships in West Palm as well as in Fort Lauderdale.
Right.
And when they sell you the forklift or rent you the forklift, it is on the forklift itself that the operators must be certified to operate the forklift.
Every single operator needs to be certified. That's
even if it's the
OSHA.
owner.
That's their guideline, and period. You just got to comply with that.
29 CFR 1910.178. And it covers everything that you need to know about forklift training, what the employer's responsibility is, and what the training must consist of, as far as some kind of classroom setting, as well as practical training.
Right. Where are you guys based out of?
We have offices located right here in Boynton Beach, as well as Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, Miami-Dade, as well as up North Florida, Daytona, and Tallahassee. I believe for some of the companies, I believe Waste Pro, we do the training for their whole state of Florida.
Okay.
Whole Foods, Tire Kingdom.
Tire Kingdom.
Yeah.
That's great.
Just a bunch of companies, smaller companies and bigger companies. Just all around. My territory is, of course, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, everything south of Vero Beach pretty much, and north of Miami.
North of Miami.
Yes, sir.
So the certification, the training that you guys offer, is that all done in one day, Eric?
Yes, sir.
Or how does that work?
It takes usually about 2 to 3 hours. We don't try to cut back on the company's production, of course.
Right.
It's hard to tell somebody, hey, we want you to pay for the training, but as well as we want you to stop all production and give us a whole day. Of course, companies wouldn't be as open to do that. But we take it's a case-by-case basis, of course. Not everybody has that great old thing called common sense. And that's where we sometimes run into problems as far as the class taking a little bit longer than usual.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something, that when we first met and I took the class with you, I was that class basically just opened my eyes. I was very being an entrepreneur, a new business owner, and kind of like wearing all the hats in the company. After I took the test and I did the training with you, the video that you showed me, all the time that you spent with me. Yes, I had some previous experience of,
driving
the forklift and doing things here and there, but it wasn't my role, it wasn't my thing, and in my previous job. But it just totally changed my perspective about safety.
I'm glad.
And no, thanks for that. That's why I wanted to invite you today, because
I appreciate the invite.
A lot of companies out there, the number one priority right now for us, and we got 2 operators, and the number one thing is, hey, check your forklift in the morning. Go through your list. Make sure the forklift is in good condition.
Definitely.
At the end of the day, it's about minimizing any injuries, someone getting hurt, things like that. So it was very informative, Eric, and I just want to tell you that, man, that totally changed the ball game for me, and I appreciate it. It was great.
No problem.
It was great.
I believe we met got done doing a class.
How did we meet? I just don't recall.
I just finished doing a class. I was doing some paperwork in my car, and I see you driving your forklift. I'm like, all right, let me see if this guy has his license. Let me see if this guy has his license, see what he's doing.
Yeah.
I got your name. And from then on, you told me to give me a call, and we scheduled the class. I came back to do your training.
Yeah.
Provided with you your license, your postings inside and outside.
I got my license the same day.
Definitely.
Yeah. By the way, I just got the other one. I just got to renew it. So that's even,
Yeah, we take care of that as well. We keep your records up to date as far as when it's time to renew. OSHA wants it done between at least 3 years. And your insurance, whoever you're insured by, might require you guys to get recertified every year.
So you got to get certified every year. Your license is only valid for 1 year, correct?
No, our licenses that we provide are good for 2 years.
For 2 years?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I thought it was a 12-month.
Yeah, we try to follow right in the middle of those guidelines.
Okay, awesome. So Eric, my next question, man, is forklift training an insurance requirement?
That's such a great question. Let me read something to you from an article.
Awesome.
This states, forklift accidents are very common because of how often they are used in many construction and workplace environments. Every single year, there are more than 20,000 workers who will be injured from a forklift and in excess of 100 deaths. All right.
Wow, that's huge, man.
Definitely, that's one too many.
Yeah.
That's one too many deaths or accidents.
Right.
Now, that is something else that we as a company provide. We also provide expert witnessing for any kind of incidents or industrial accidents that might happen at your either place of work or at your company.
Okay.
And I'm
Which
so glad.
means that you guys work with, do the reports and do all the due diligence on how the accidents happened, or?
Yes, sir. We pretty much work both sides of companies. We do your training. We come to bat for you to prove not negligence, just an accident. All right. We are able to provide all the records showing what the training consisted of. All right. Now, for other companies that are not in compliance, it is very hard to defend those companies in court as far as the lawyers to prove that they did do an inspection in the morning, that the brakes were working, that the operator knew what he was doing when he was driving the forklift. Very hard to defend a company like that.
Right.
Not a lot of companies can handle lawsuits. Can you handle lawsuit, Gama?
Not at all. Not at all.
It's very bad.
And it's not only the lawsuit has to do a lot with it, but also putting in risk, the person's life.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's the most important thing, because as a small company, we're very, very, we're family owned, and everyone that works here is part of our family as well.
Gotcha.
So I wouldn't like anybody to get injured, and that's why we try to keep up with, like I said, our daily reports, and we make sure that the forklift is in operational condition. Otherwise, the other day I got a call from the guy in the back. Hey, Gama, the brakes on the forklift are feeling, it's not stopping as the way it's supposed to. So I told him, stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
Let's call the company. Let's get the forklift fixed. And it needed brakes. So little things like that might avoid, the big things.
Definitely. Got to be able to depend on those brakes.
Yes.
Yeah, so very important.
Yeah, absolutely. Eric, if someone is interested about your services, about your training programs, how they can find you guys. You got any information to share with us?
Sure, you can get in contact with us. Just Google forklift training, or you can check out the website, forkliftsafetytrainingflorida.com. You can reach us right through there, email us, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Awesome. So Eric, what are the fines for any company out there that is not compliant with OSHA, a company that does not have the certification for their employees, or any forklift operator? What are the fines? You want to tell us a little bit about that?
The minimum fines are, at least up to my knowledge, over $13,000 now. They're going to keep going up every year due to the fact that more people get hurt, insurance goes up, and OSHA is going to want some of that. All right, and I'm really glad that you got in compliance with not only yourself but all your operators on the forklift.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That was, as I mentioned before, that initial training and that initial introduction for me to have a better and safer environment in my warehouse, and the way that you presented it, the way that we did the training with you, that just changed my perspective about safety.
Awesome.
That's the number one thing. When we load containers, we follow every detail when we load containers. That we do that stuff to prevent any issues, any accidents. Because any small little thing that you're not aware of, or you're not paying attention the way you're supposed to, accidents happen in the blink of an eye.
Definitely. I see you way too many times.
Yeah, and I'm sure you see that every day out there. I'm sure that you've seen it all. You've seen it all. The stories you have told me, and a couple of things you had shared with me. It's like, wow. And I don't know if there's still companies out there that that they're not really taking this in consideration. But for any business owner, a small, big company, I would definitely look into that. Okay, because it's very important.
Oh yeah,
it's very important, Eric, that not stay in compliance, but make sure that you take care of your employees.
Oh yeah,
and make it a better place and better environment for everyone.
Oh yeah, take care of your employees, they'll take care of you. Definitely.
Yeah. So Eric, I just want to wrap up for the day. I just want to appreciate your time.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Thanks for coming out here. I thought about you guys, and I wanted you guys to be part of this podcast. Again, because safety is the number one thing for us and our employees. Awesome. Okay. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for coming out here. Spend some time with us. We had a lot of fun, a lot of informative stuff from you. Thanks for sharing all that.
No problem.
And let me know. You feel like you want to do another episode sometime, and maybe talk about other topic
in the future? Yeah, no, definitely. I'll come back and visit you guys.
You want to come back?
Of course, no, definitely.
Absolutely.
I got a bunch of stories to share about companies that we go and do the training for.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about it the next episode. And again, thank you very much. Thanks to your company. Thanks for spending this time with us, and I'm looking forward for the next one.
Definitely.
Thank you, buddy. All right, thanks.
Reach out, touch faith.